I'm back. So much is going on. I'm really looking forward to my yogas, and I feel like the anxiety level around me is higher at this time because kids are going back to school. We're going into another season, fall, and so there's a lot of like uncertainty, and the worry and fear and anxiety starts to creep back up in the energy around me anyway. And it's important that we stay connected, we stay peaceful, and we look after ourselves the best that we can so that we don't have any regrets, so that we stay in optimal condition. And that is our focus. That is the only thing we can do. There will be so many viruses, so many things that could kill us out there. The only thing you have control of is what you put into your body, your state of mind, and remembering your spiritual nature. Okay? So, overall health and well-being, here we come. So today will be focused again on restorative, because the feedback is that everybody needs it, and that everybody's so tight due to lack of physical activity, just a lot of stress, and the body's taken on a lot of stress. So there's a bigger need out there to de-stress and to release and to open up instead of strengthening. So we're going to focus now, our primary focus is going to be on opening up, releasing, and relaxing and de-stressing. All right, so let's just start with a side stretch. And if you are really, really tight, like I was tonight, I don't know how so many of you survive without daily yoga. I don't know how. Don't tell me alcohol, because my body doesn't tolerate alcohol. So let's not go there. I don't know how. I do yoga like almost every day, most of the time. But some days I'm just tight because I'm busy, I'm moving around a lot, and a lot is happening, right? So just resting. If you need to bring the floor up higher to you, feel free to stack another block or bolster, right? So do whatever you need to do to reach that balanced state between stretch and relaxation. However you can relax in this pose, be creative, okay? So inhale deeply, bringing your right arm up. And as you exhale, focusing on this area here, opening, lengthening, creating space. So sending your exhalation here, okay? And if you're okay here and you feel like you need a deeper stretch, come down lower. Or even lower. Breathe deeply. Make a mental note of what you're feeling, of where the stretch is happening, and even like sway back and forth. Kind of gauge, and if you find a spot where it's asking for more, it's asking for some work and some loving, then go there. Again, use your breath to create space and length. And ideally you want to stay here for about 5 minutes, but if you're just starting out, please, as long as you can handle it, okay? Don't force yourself, don't jump over the edge. Just meet your edge, then gently keep pushing that edge. And make sure that you come out of this pose very, very mindfully and slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly come back to neutral spine. And breathe out the intensity. Sending your breath there to the right side of the body. And then when you're ready, coming on to the other side, inhale deeply and notice Both sides will be different. So for instance, if this next side is more flexible for you, I want you to not come all the way. I want you to kind of wait until the other side catches up, if you know what I mean. Because otherwise, you're just reinforcing the imbalance, right? So for instance, this side is more flexible for you. You can come all the way, and then the other side you can't. If you just keep coming to your full capacity on this side, the other side will never catch up and you'll never be in balance, okay? So, work on your weaker side and hold back on your stronger side, or more flexible side, until the weaker side or the less flexible side catches up. Okay, so we're being kind here. So as always, gauge first where you're at. Use your breath to create space and length. Finding that balance between stretch and relaxation. And then again, swing back and forth. See if you can find a spot that needs more attention. And make sure you come out of this pose slowly and mindfully. Inhale deeply. Exhale, come back to neutral spine. Breathe it out. And now let's do some hip openers. Hips are very, very important. If your hips are not balanced, are not stable, are not aligned, and all these wonderful things, you will experience some form of pain anywhere in your body. Okay, so it's very, very important that your hips are aligned. So let's come to table or downward facing dog, whichever is easier for you. We're going to come to pigeon. For me, it's easier to come from downward facing dog. And we'll start with the left knee forward. Okay, and then if you're able to, come all the way down. So ideally you want to stay for at least 5 minutes, but it's very, very challenging for beginners. So maybe start with even 30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds. It will be the longest 30 seconds if you've never done this pose, trust me. 30 seconds, and then slowly build up to 1 minute, and then maybe 2 minutes, and then maybe 3 minutes, then maybe you'll stay at 3 minutes for a while, like I did, and that's okay. You are where you're at, you are where you need to be, okay? Release all judgment and all self-criticism. By the way, I always feel like I'm talking to myself, which I'm very, very good at. So, I like to talk to myself a lot. So, just grabbing with your left hand, grabbing your right ankle. We'll do it with the opposite hand. But this side is easier. So we'll start with the easier side. Stretching the quads there. And then reaching back with the right hand. This is harder to do. And slowly release. Now either come back to table or downward facing dog, just to reset the hips. right leg up, bringing the right knee forward this time. Noticing any imbalances between the two sides. Come all the way down. If you want to swear, swear. This pose is not easy when you first start out. Even some days, as you advance in your practice, sometimes this pose just really gets you. Again, do as long as you can handle, as you can tolerate, and then grabbing the ankle with your right hand. Switching sides. Promise you, you do this every day, you'll be in a very different place a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. Imagine that. It'll be so wonderful. Slowly release. This time, come to table. Cat-cow breaths. Inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. A few more times. And then open up your knees, big toes to touch. Maybe if you have knee problems, let's open up the knee joints. So you can stick a pillow, a blanket, or something behind your knees, like so. And come all the way down. And if you need to bring the floor up to you, let's use a bolster. Do exactly that. This is called the child's pose. And I think we need to reconnect with our childlike qualities. Our children are very trusting, they're very hopeful, right? So we need to kind of go back to that nature. Trust, hope, faith. And if you don't need any bolster, just come all the way down. Stay in that pose as long as you like. Slowly come out when you're ready. Because it's supposed to be short videos, I'm trying to keep everything short here. Okay, yeah, it's like that. You don't have to do this. If you want, just lay this flat. But it's more comfortable, especially if you're a little bit tight tonight. You may or may not need your knee support, okay? So bring the soles of the feet together and then recline. So if you need this, just stick it under your knees like so and then recline. So I'll show you some of the modifications, okay? So this is the kind of fully modified, and if this is hurting you, so maybe just like this, just as relaxed as you can be, okay? Stretch is maximized in a relaxed state of being. So if you want to get there faster, go relax yourself more. Okay, and if you don't need all these props, one bolster. You don't even have to have this if you don't want to, but it helps with your spine and your low back. Okay, so to promote the natural curve of your spine, and just open up like so. And if your knees don't come all the way down, and if you find like a lot of people they're not balanced, right? So many of you will probably be like this, or one like this. Okay. So for the side that's tighter, say this side is tighter and it comes up to here. You want to kind of match that side on the other side, okay? So then prop something down there so that they kind of level, okay? And if this is too much for you to like kind of hang there, also prop something there, prop a block or a bolster or folded blanket or whatever, okay? So mine are aligned. My pelvis is completely aligned, says my chiropractor. And just relax completely. You can even fall asleep in this pose. And this pose is quite vulnerable because you're just open to like anything and everything, okay? So don't be afraid. It actually requires a lot of power to be able to come to this pose and to relax in this pose. So remember your power and realize your power. You are not weak, you are not a victim. You are magnificent, strong, resilient, graceful, powerful. And then to come out of this pose, it's important that you close your knees slowly, and then maybe just swaying them from side to side gently. And then when you think you're ready, when you feel you're ready, slowly roll over to one side and come up. Ta-da! Well, I hope that you feel younger and stronger and better. My wish is for every single one of you to be well, to be healthy, happy, peaceful, and just full of smiles and laughter, full of love. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like and share. Bye for now. Namaste.